I'm here to speak upon the topic responsible use of antimicrobials. First thought that came to my mind of this topic was, do we use rational methods in our therapy? The answer was a big no. And then I thought, we live in India, a country in which the population is rather ignorant about what is important, the matters that are important, and intolerant about the matters that are not. So, what is exactly responsible use of antimicrobials? I could decipher that it is smart, considerate, and minimal use of antibiotics that helps in proper therapy and reduce all the complications. Then, what are the complications that occur when we are irresponsible? The complications are tolerance, dependence, supra-infection, remission, masking, and incomplete cure of disease. So, and also the main concerned complication is resistance. Yes, resistance. Resistance. When I thought about resistance, the first thing that came to my mind was what the various facts that we would discuss upon were what is resistance, how did it occur, but the major concern is how to stop it. But the big picture here is we cannot stop resistance. That is right, we cannot stop resistance. We can minimize it, we can slow it down, we can even shun it, but we cannot stop it, as evolution cannot be stopped by mere man. So the question arises, why and how did we come to this situation? Then your answer would be irresponsibility. Yes, but whose? A doctors, a pharmacist, or a patient? To your surprise, it is all three of them. Yes, all three of them. So let's see what are our duties. The doctors, it is to diagnose the patient properly before even giving the drugs, and also going with evidence-based medicines rather than experience-based medicines. So, and a pharmacist's job is to inform and instruct about the drugs and the disease as far as possible to the patient, and of a patient to follow these instructions, or ask for instructions, and also follow them open-eyed, not blindly. But is it their fault entirely? I do not think so. WHO says that the ratio of doctor to patient in India is 0.7 to 1,000. That is a staggering difference. How can a doctor, how can a doctor give attention to 1,000 patients when he's not even one whole person? And a pharmacist keep attendants at his dispensary, and these attendants are not trained properly. How are they supposed to school the patient about the drug? And the patient, he's already sick, he's tired, and he has a built mentality of taking pills and getting better. So why would he bother ask instructions to anyone? So, if we have faltered in our duty, that has led to this predicament of events. And if this continues, a sword hanging upon us called resistance, and it is tied with a rope which is made by newer antibiotics every day, right? So, if this continues, there would come a time in future when I would ask a girl her name, and it would not be Rishika. It would be bacterial strain E. coli A65362436. So this would be the case if this vicious cycle continues. So what can we do to stop this? What can we do to eradicate this problem? The World Health Organization has undertaken some resolutions that need to be taken, and these are useful for these are comprehensive interventions that are required and that they have implemented for the member states, so that responsible use of antimicrobials can be attained by every state that has been connected to the WHO. I'll give you an interesting fact right now. A staggering amount of 323 million doses of antibiotics are given each day, and not even 50% are useful as presumed. So, what? So, isn't this irresponsible? Isn't this what can we say? Does not this require attention? Uh, yes, it does. And the main factor that is said to be the most important one to eradicate irresponsibility is patient counseling. Patient counseling is boring, I know, but it has to be done. As a patient will not commit the mistakes that he might unless he is uneducated. So let's say we start with a WhatsApp message. Let it go viral. I ask all the dignitaries here to do as much as little they can. Because I dare say, if this continues, I would rather have an apocalypse with meteorites, tsunamis, and volcano eruptions rather than, and I would rather die by some puny super bacteria with a disease. Thank you.
Equalize.